Now we are discussing about an important topic which is determinant of a matrix. Determinant will be there only for square matrices and it can be defined as follows. If you have a 2 by 2 square matrix and the elements are supposed to be A, B, C, D like this, then the determinant of the matrix A is AD minus BC. For a 2 by 2 matrix, the determinant is AD, product of principal diagonal elements, minus BC. So for a 2 by 2 square matrix, the determinant is AD minus BC. So determinant is denoted by det brackets name of the matrix, or we can simply by vertical lines we can denote determinant of a matrix. So here it is written determinant of a matrix is det A. This symbol you have to read it as, this symbol is to be read it as det A. After defining what is the square of a submatrix of size 2 by 2, after defining determinant of a square matrix of size 2 by 2, we are going to define minor of an element in a matrix. Minor of an element in a matrix. Now we will discuss minor of an element in a matrix. Suppose there is a matrix capital A of size m by n. Let Aij denotes an element in the matrix. Aij stands for element in the ith row and jth column. Now I want to find the minor of Aij, minor corresponding to Aij. So what we have to do? We have to remove ith row and jth column from the matrix. Then we will get a submatrix and we have to find its determinant. We have to find its determinant. This determinant of the submatrix, which is obtained by removing ith row and jth column, is said to be minor of Aij. Minor of the element Aij in the ith row jth column position is denoted by Mij. So if there is an element in the ith row and jth column, to get its minor, we have to remove ith row and jth column from the matrix and we have to find the determinant of the submatrix obtained after removing ith row and jth column. The resultant determinant is called minor of the element Aij. Minor of order k in a matrix. Suppose there is a matrix of size m by n. You take any square submatrix of size k by k and find its determinant. The determinant of the square submatrix of size k by k is said to be kth ordered minor of the matrix. Here there are examples for minor and kth order minor. In the matrix capital A, I want to find minor of the element 2, 3. That means I want to find the minor of the element which is in second row and third column. So look at the matrix. In this matrix, in the second row, third column, element is 6. I want to find the minor of element 6. So what I have to do? I have to delete the row and the column of the particular element. I have to delete the row, I have to delete the row, and I have to delete the column, and I have to delete the column. So what is the resultant square submatrix? 1, 2, minus 2, 3. The resultant square submatrix is 1, 2, minus 2, 3, which is a 2 by 2 matrix. You know how to find determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. What is this? It is AD minus BC. So what is its answer? AD 1 into 3 minus BC minus 2 into 2 minus 4. So what I will get? Three minus minus 4, 7. So the minor of the element 2, 3 is determinant of 1, 2, minus 2, 3, which equals to 1 into 3 minus 2 into 2. So which gives you 3 plus 4, which is equals to 7. So the minor of the given element is 7. And if you see, this is a 2 by 2 square submatrix. So as the square submatrix is of size 2 by 2, we call it as a second order minor. After defining minor of an element and after defining a minor of order k, we can define determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix. The determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix is the sum of the products of elements of any row with the corresponding minors. Here it is the formula. So if you have a 3 by 3 matrix or in general any size matrix, a square matrix, consider a row of that matrix. Consider a row of that matrix. Suppose I am considering here first row. Here I am considering first row. What are the elements of first row? First row elements are A11, A12, A13, A14, and so on, A1n. All these elements are elements of first row. Multiply these elements with the corresponding minors. What are the minor corresponding to A11? Minor corresponding to A11 is M11. So multiply them. Similarly, minor corresponding to A12 is M12. And minor corresponding to A13 is M13. Minor corresponding to A14 is M14. Like that, multiply the element with the corresponding minor and change the sign alternatively. Change the sign alternatively. See here, the sign is plus. Here, sign is minus. Again, plus. Again, minus. So change the sign alternatively. So this is the procedure to find determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix and more sizes. Determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix and matrices of more sizes. Based on the determinant, we can classify the matrices as singular matrix and non-singular matrix. A singular matrix is a matrix whose determinant is 0, and a non-singular matrix is a matrix whose determinant not equals to 0. We say that we can classify matrices based on their size, based on their determinant, and also based on their appearance. So based on their appearance, we are classifying the matrices based on their appearance. We are classifying the matrices as diagonal matrix, triangular matrix. So here I am discussing about diagonal matrix. What do you mean by a diagonal matrix? A matrix in which all the elements except the principal diagonal are zeros. Such a matrix is said to be diagonal matrix. So, come again. What is a diagonal matrix? Only diagonal elements should be there and remaining all elements should be 0. See the example here, 3 by 3 diagonal matrix. 3 by 3 diagonal matrix. So, what we are saying is, except the principal diagonal elements, remaining all must be 0. What is about principal diagonal elements? They may be 0, they may not be 0, but there must be at least one non-zero element in the diagonal. So, see here, in the second example, one of the elements of the diagonal also becoming 0, even though it is called as diagonal matrix. Triangular matrix. A matrix is said to be triangular matrix if either all the elements below the principal diagonal becomes 0 or all the elements above the principal diagonal element becomes 0. So, based on their appearance, they look like triangle, so we are calling them as triangular matrices. If all the elements below the principal diagonal becomes 0, non-zero elements will be on the above side. So, it is called upper triangular matrix. See here, upper triangular matrix. All the elements below the principal diagonal are becoming 0. If all the elements above the principal diagonal becomes 0, then the matrix is said to be lower diagonal matrix. See here, all the elements above diagonal becomes 0, then the matrix look like a triangle which is called lower triangular matrix, It is also important one, identity matrix or unit matrix. It is a square matrix in which all the non-diagonal elements are 0 and all the diagonal elements are 1. So, it is a square matrix where only diagonal elements will be there and those diagonal elements are 1. This is a 2 by 2, it is a 2 by 2 identity matrix and this is a 3 by 3 identity matrix. So, what is the property satisfied by this matrix? It is important. For any matrix capital A, if you multiply A with identity matrix, result is A itself. See here, A into I equals to I into A equals to A. That means, when you are multiplying A with I or when you are multiplying I with A, resultant is matrix A only. So, it is like 1 in the numbers. Identity matrix is like 1 in the numbers. Next comes to next type of matrix is a scalar matrix. A scalar matrix is a matrix in which all principal diagonal elements are same and all remaining elements are zeros. Here is example. Next, transpose of a matrix. How to get a transpose of a matrix? So, what do you mean by transpose of a matrix? Suppose there is a matrix capital A. Now, what I am doing is, I am writing each and every row as a column. Take first row of the A and write it as a column. Take second row of A and write it as a column. Write a third row as a column. So, every row of A is written as column, then we will get a new matrix which is called transpose of A. So, here we have a matrix of size 2 by 3 and whose transpose is written here is of size 3 by 2. See here, each row is written as a column. So, this is called a transpose of a matrix. This result is a transpose of A. Next, zero matrix or null matrix. A matrix in which all the elements are zeros is said to be a zero matrix or null matrix. It may be of any size based on your requirement. Whatever size is there, it is said to be zero matrix only. It is a zero matrix. This is also a zero matrix. this is also a 0 matrix. And like in numbers, for any matrix capital A into 0 equals to 0 into A equals to 0. What you will get if you multiply with 0? Answer should be 0. So, what we will get? A into 0 equals to A into 0 equals to 0 into A equals to 0. Symmetric matrix. A matrix is said to be symmetric if A equals to A transpose. Skew symmetric matrix. A matrix is said to be skew symmetric if A transpose equals to minus A or A equals to minus A transpose. Idempotent matrix. A matrix is said to be idempotent if A square equals to A. Next type is nilpotent matrix. If there exists a number n such that A power n equals to 0, then A is said to be nilpotent matrix. Involutory matrix. A matrix is said to be involutory matrix if A square equals to identity matrix. Orthogonal matrix. A matrix is said to be orthogonal if A into A transpose equals to identity. What do you mean by this? A into A transpose. If you multiply A with A transpose, you are getting identity matrix. That means A transpose is same as A inverse. Do you know inverse matrix? For a matrix capital A, if there exists another matrix such that A into A inverse equals to A inverse into A equals to I, then this is called inverse of A. If there exists another matrix A inverse, we are reading it as A inverse, such that A into A inverse equals to A inverse into A equals to I. So, then A inverse is said to be inverse of A. Do you know, if inverse of a matrix exists, it is unique. If inverse of a matrix exists, it is unique. Okay. So far we discussed, we reviewed fundamental concepts, definitions with examples. Now we come to our content of the syllabus, which is rank of a matrix. So for defining rank of a matrix, we should know minor of order k. So I am recalling you what is minor of order k. Consider a matrix. Determinant of a square submatrix of size k by k is said to be minor of order k. Here there is a matrix. You are considering a square submatrix of size 2 by 2 here. So the result is said to be minor of order 2. Knowing the minor concept, we can define rank as follows. Here I am defining rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix is a small r if there are two conditions. First condition is there exists at least one non-zero minor of order r. Second condition is every minor of order more than r plus 1, more than or equals to r plus 1 should be 0. Come again. What are the conditions? Let A be any matrix, maybe square, maybe rectangular, any matrix. Let A be any matrix, then we say rank of A is small r. When we say rank of A is small r? We say rank of A is small r if there exists one non-zero minor of order small r and every minor of order r plus 1 or more becomes 0. So minor means what? Determinant of a submatrix. So rank is said to be small r if there exists a square submatrix of size r by r and its determinant is not equals to 0. And every minor of size r plus 1 or more should become 0. So this defines rank of a matrix. This completes our first lecture. In our first lecture, we are classifying various types of matrices, and also we defined rank of a matrix. Rank of a matrix is defined in terms of minors, and I ask you to answer the following quiz. See the questions there. Explain different types of matrices with suitable examples. Find the determinant of the matrix. Find the determinant of the matrix. I am asking you to give an example of an orthogonal matrix. I am asking you to recall rank definition. Okay? So with this, I complete my first lecture in the series of lectures Engineering Mathematics. Thank you all.